Welcome to another video. A really messy one. So, hello Orson. So I wanted to give you guys a pantry tour, but I kind of realized that I've made a real mess of where everything is in my kitchen. So we are prepping for our winter pantry, basically showing what you can do to stock a good winter pantry with some good basics. And then I realized that my pantry is basically everywhere right now because it is canning season, a little bit of a lull for a time, which is fabulous, hence the reason why I wanted to do this little pantry tour. And then I noticed that I can't give you guys a pantry tour because I have stuff everywhere. So I am going to reorganize and kind of show you just what kind of state my pantry is currently in. So I did start with our coffee corner, and I did move our teas and things where they belonged again. This, when I buy my coffee pods, this is where my coffee goes. So I've got a big empty space, but I can actually, we're shaky today. There we go. I can actually see what teas I have, except for up there. That's my loose stuff and, you know, my sipology stuff. And of course, teas that I haven't opened. I've got a lot of tea. Wow. And then of course, thanks to a friend of mine. If you're ever in England, trust me, go to the Twinning store. This stuff, perfect. So our next spot was above the stove. Fred's coffee, by the way, has been relegated to above. Oh yeah, the paper. I gotta replace that newspaper up there. So I've kicked him out of the big pantry on the other side of the kitchen. So his coffee is now up there. But checking through, I do see that we do not feed the kitties enough salmon. Apparently they get a lot of whitefish. But the mixer, I'm also noticing that I have one bag of skim milk powder left and only one can of evaporated milk. I do use this quite a bit. So, done. But all of this stuff I need to go through. I wiped down the first two shelves, but now I have to empty all this out and organize it. All of my epicures going to the top. We need to freeze up some counter space. No, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. I have no issues whatsoever. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I may have a lot of epicure jars. So I should actually say, I don't think I ever actually told anybody, well, on our channel, in our little community anyways, that I used to sell epicure and I became addicted, I swear, to a lot of the spices and the blends that they make. I mean, like a lot of these dip mixes that are fabulous ingredients. Like, well, let me see. Like as an example, this stuff, this 3 onion stuff, oh my gosh, I mean, I have a problem. I have a problem. But up there, yeah, up there I have to organize and inventory this mess and get that up there. But I have a reason. So I used to get in and I used to get my smoothies every day, and I need to get back into the habit of that. And there's actually a couple of epicure products I use, like the super greens and this cocoa acai powder. They're really good. They're just basically boosters for a smoothie because I've got my raspberries and I've got the little bit of frozen kale, frozen spinach, stuff like that. I need to get back into the habit of it because the smoothies, they made me feel good and I need to do it again. So that means I bought one more thing. I also have the protein powder. So I've actually put this in like pancakes and stuff, but I need to get into the smoothies again. So what I did is I cleaned out the corner where all those jars were. And that corner was right there. So it's time to build a smoothie station as well. But first, I got to get myself a little bit of an inventory happening with all these jars. Oh yeah, that's the stuff I'm using. And I'm going to post it right there. Well guys, this is all the open stuff. And yeah, I use it all, believe it or not. Not as often as some people. I also know I need more dry mustard because that's pretty much empty. But I think I have officially bent my spicy shelf. I might have to think of something different for in here. So, reasons like this is why you need to go through your pantry. So, this is one of those power bowl things. I don't even know if you can get these anymore, but they're great. And I've been looking for more because I thought I was out. Now you're supposed to make these with quinoa. I actually use couscous because quinoa and I don't like each other. But this thing is so good. Guess what we're putting on the menu soon? I hope I can find some more. Wow. Really bad hair. So, break time. Now, I know we've talked about it before, is that I get overwhelmed. It is unfortunately something that happens to a lot of people where you look at it and you're like, I have no idea where I'm going to start. Forget about it. I'm going to go and watch a movie. I need to get out of that habit. But I have to admit, so far, so good today. I'm not completely overwhelmed yet. This, to be honest, is the third time I've kind of had a little bit of a break. I have my coffee, and yeah, but I'm also, when I'm looking at it, I can see the progression. So I think that's probably the good thing for me today. I mean, I've done this to my hair so much. I've had spices on my hands and had a small syrup issue. I'm pretty sure there's syrup in my hair. And it's hot and muggy today. So yeah, hurricane's on the way. Hopefully it'll just be the tropical storm strength that they're saying by the time it gets here. So yeah, Freddie and I are going to have to batten down the hatches outside when he gets home because there's stuff out there I just can't move on my own. But progression is happening. Yay! I actually am glad that I decided I wanted to show you guys the pantry. Because if I don't show you the pantry, I never would have tidied it. And also, there are a few things I honestly forgot I even had. So, all right. I'm going to sip my coffee, have a little bit of lunch, and then hit the next cabinet. Well, there's a few things that are expired, but yeah, not too bad. Now, you know me. If it's got an expiry date, it's usually not really a big deal. But some things, if they're expired, I won't use. Like my sesame oil. Anything that basically has a nut in it. And that also includes, unfortunately, the last of my almond flour, because I honestly have no idea anymore how long I've had it, because I was a putz and I didn't put it in a jar with a date like I normally do. So yeah, there's a few things like really old shake and bake. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you how old that is. I found that at the back of a cupboard. Yeah. So the point is, there's very few things that I have that are bad. And I'm very happy with that. That means that my stockpile, I'm not a prepper per se. That's just that food insecurity thing that I have. I don't know why, I just have it. But there's very few things I have that are expired. There's very few things in this house that I do not use except for some quinoa, which I'm going to get rid of because it just doesn't like me, so I'm not going to try it again. Basically it. Oh. But we have made headway. Check it out. Whoa, it's empty because it's all up here. Well, the only thing that's down there is my one used once oil jug, my oil, and brownie mix. So yeah, this is slightly embarrassing, but I really don't care. The point is, whew, and I'm hot. Oh, sorry. Some rain came and the humidity went right through the roof, so I actually turned on the air conditioner, if you can believe it. Anyway, like I said, this, yeah, it's slightly embarrassing. I really don't care. This is me. This is real life. I'm not going to hide. This is why probably I don't do my hair, and I'm not a makeup person either. So, but to get to the point, let's get to the point. I can't show you the pantry if I don't show you everything that's in the pantry, right? And I can't show you everything in the pantry if I don't know what's there. So the baking cabinet, it's pretty much already done because we organized that a while ago, and that's actually staying organized. It's over there. Seriously, actually. Want to see? Check it out. Yeah, that's my open dishwasher. That's all the stuff that I put on the counter and moved around, but see that? The baking cabinet, it actually is still organized. Trust me, nobody's as shocked as I am. The fact that I put it up there, I've put everything back where it belongs when I use it, and it all stays tidy. Seriously, I'm proud of that. But this part here, I got to organize that lazy Susan so we can actually, do a pantry tour. That means I also have to organize the freezer a little better. I didn't think I'd ever miss my upright as much as I miss that upright. Oh well. We'll get the freezer fixed eventually. All right, this chick's got to go back to work. It was a very busy day. So I got about half the kitchen done so far, which isn't so bad. Try and see what I can get done tomorrow morning. Trying to remember what I have to get done. So when it comes to cabinet organization, when it comes to the food, that's actually pretty much finished. It's mostly the rest of the counter now. Fred helped me fill up the pancake mix containers. I moved some hot chocolate, stuff like that. And so far, so good. Fred does have one hardware job to do for me, so I will have an entire mess of cans on the counter where I don't want them because they need to be put in the pantry, but he has to fix the shelves or the drawers in the pantry first. Yeah. Oh well. Partly done anyway. So yeah, that part's almost done, and we'll finish that up tomorrow. This chick's tired and sore and tired.